Good day, my fellow Namibians. Good day, my fellow Africans. Good day to the rest of the world. This is General Saddam speaking, the People's General. And I'm making this video to clarify a few things. Now, the problem is that we live in a world where many read but do not comprehend what they have read. We have many who read but do not understand what they've read. And as a result of that, confusion starts happening in their heads, and they start labeling and accusing others of things that they did not even say. Now, let it be understood that when I posted about the matter of the 5 people killed at Okahanja, I did not so because I want to defend criminals. I'll never in my life defend any criminal or any wrongdoing. What I'm standing for, I stand for truth and I stand for justice. Now, this issue of Okahanja, the killing of those 5 people, just sounds very fishy for me. Now, the reports, as the police want us to make us believe, is that these guys were known criminals. Now, if these guys were known criminals, meaning that they've terrorized the society, they've been robbing and killing and all sorts of things, why is it that our justice system is failing to keep people who are dangerous to society in prison? It's because the whole system is corrupt. Now, let me educate you for those of some of you who don't understand. These known robbers, they work together with members of the Namibian police, especially corrupt police officers. So when these guys do a robbery, and let's assume in that robbery 400,000 was stolen, guess what? Half of that goes to corrupt police officers. So that when the docket is investigated, the docket is not properly investigated or the docket disappears. These police officers are the very same ones who recommend bail for someone who has 10 pending cases. They will say, no, give this person bail. I'm the one recommending bail. Now, how is it possible that police officers can recommend bail to people who have 10 pending cases, but refuse bail to amushelelo, who's just speaking, who's just fighting for the rights of others? Now, it clearly shows you that the system is broken and the system needs to be fixed. Now, this story of 5 people killed in Okahanja, firstly, we must ask, why did the police not first wait until these guys robbed the place that was supposed to be robbed? Now, before we even get there, as far as the story is concerned and the lies that we are being told by the Namibian police, is that these guys drove from Windhoek. Now, these guys drove past a roadblock and there were apparently 6 in the car. So how did the police allow 6 people in a vehicle which is overloaded to drive past the roadblock? Why were these guys not just apprehended at the roadblock? Why did these guys not stop these guys at the roadblock if they knew already about the plan in advance? Because if the police is telling us that their intelligence had already informed them that these guys are going to rob a place in Okahanja, why did they not just wait for these guys at the roadblock of Okahanja, between Windhoek and Okahanja, and apprehend the suspects and say, gents, where are you guys going? Because we know you guys are known criminals. So how is it possible that all of a sudden, people who did not steal, people who did not rob, all of a sudden, they start apparently shooting at the police? How did these guys know that they were being followed by a police car? Because if I'm a known criminal, I already have 10 cases, I'm out. These guys know the system. They don't need to run. They don't need to run. They would have just stopped, allowed themselves to be arrested, and guess what? The next day they would have gotten bail like they usually do. Because if I already have 20 criminal cases, think now, think. Why would I fucking run from the police if I already have 20 pending criminal cases? One of the guys who died on that day, that guy came from court that morning. One of those guys came from court. So why would someone who came from court all of a sudden want to run away from the police? These guys are not stupid. These guys would never shoot at the police because they know that if you shoot at the police, you are going to get killed. These guys don't want to die. So something somewhere is not adding up. Now I want to ask you Namibians a simple question. Where is the vehicle that these guys were killed in? Where is the vehicle? I've never seen pictures of that vehicle. Where is that vehicle where these guys were killed? Where these guys were shot dead? Where is it? The Namibian police must give us answers. We want to see that vehicle. I'm willing to get foreign forensic experts to come and examine that particular vehicle. We also want to see the vehicle of the police. Because these guys apparently first started shooting at the police. Now what is funny, you shoot 5 people dead. All 5 of them, no one survived. Then apparently one ran away. How does one person run away when you just shot 5 people dead? Where did this one run to? Where did this person run to? Guys, we must not always believe what we are told by these idiots. These people are corrupt, these people are mafias, and they cannot be trusted. Now let's quickly rewind. Let's just quickly rewind. Let's rewind. So, we all know for a fact that drugs were put into the vehicle of Jennifer Komali. Now, for those of you who don't know who's Jennifer Komali is the board chairperson of NAMCOR. Now, what is funny is the guy who is alleged to have ordered this killing, his name is Ims Mulunga. Ims Mulunga was supposed to be suspended. On that day, drugs were found in the vehicle of Jennifer Komali. Now, this is what we need to ask. Number one, who gave the tip-off to the police that there are drugs in the vehicle of Jennifer Komali? Because as far as I'm concerned, our Namibian police is not the smartest police. These guys are idiots. That's why up until today, the B2 butcher or B1 butcher, we have not yet found them. Because they are not smart as they want us to make us believe. So how the hell, how the Hiba did they know that there were drugs in the vehicle of Jennifer Komali? And make no mistake, Jennifer Komali is a respectable woman in our society. So there's no way out of the blue the police can just come and suspect that a board chairperson of an institution such as NAMCOR has drugs in her vehicle. So what we want to know is who reported the matter to the police, who were those police officers who went there, and what happened to that particular investigation, because we want to know the truth. Now let me tell you, because certain police officers are not corrupt. Those drugs that were planted in that vehicle came from the Namibian police. You see these drugs that were always being shown on TV that the police have confiscated. Yeah, raw. Those drugs came from the Namibian police. Now imagine if the Namibian police can give drugs to known suspects to plant in a vehicle of a person. What the hell have these guys been doing all these days? If they can do things like that. That's a question that we should start asking ourselves. Now, obviously, there was Chelete involved. The money, Chimariwa, the money. People were promised money, 700,000, I'm made to believe. But of that 700,000, a certain amount was paid, and then the other amount was not paid. So these guys, they started asking, Chief, Vice Zach, we want our money. Oh, you don't want to give our money? Okay, we'll report to you guys. Guess what happens? Get rid of your problems. Kill them. Because a dead man can't speak. A dead man can't tell you the truth. So what was the best thing to do? Because if the police are saying they knew these guys, if you know people, if you know where I live, Chief, you don't need to shoot me. Just come and look for me where I stay. But guess what? You can clearly see that these guys were scared that these young boys are going to speak the truth of who put the drugs in that vehicle. So what did they have to do? Blah, blah. Finish them off. Kill them. Now, this is what's funny for me. When a case is opened against a police officer, there's a police act that stipulates that any police officer that is under investigation cannot be promoted. Guess what happened to these trigger-happy guys? They all got promoted. So what does that tell you? It tells you that those at the top, because promotions in the police only come from the top. So that simply means that this corruption in the police is all the way from the top to the bottom. Now, one of these police officers who is alleged to have killed these people, I grew up with him. He's a very good friend of mine. We grew up in the same street in Banahenda. Now, this guy thought maybe because we grew up together, when this case came to my desk, he thought maybe I was going to ignore it or I'm going to do him a favor and not speak about it. Now, let it be known that the People's General doesn't care who you are, what you do, or what position you have in this country. You can be my friend, but if you are corrupt, I am going to expose you. You can be my friend, but if you are a thief, I am going to expose you. Because me, I don't buy favors. Me, I fear no one. I fear fuck all my people. So you see me here, doing my life in my office, meaning they know exactly where I am. I don't even need to send them location. But I'm not fucking scared. Because why? Some of us are just fearless. So don't come and think because you are my friend, because you know me, you can do corruption and you can do nonsensical things. Because not on my watch am I going to allow you. So this matter, it's a serious matter because now we cannot trust the police. The police cannot be trusted. How do we trust the police to investigate themselves? Each day in this country, people get beaten up by the police, they get slapped by the police, they get brutalized by the police, and then when you go to the police station, the moment you say you have been beaten by a police officer, this police officer, they refuse to open the case. If they do open the case against another police officer, guess what? That case is never investigated. You will just hear the docket disappeared. And this is the type of country that we're living in. Now, some of us, we know things. And just because we are quiet, don't think we are stupid. Now, there's a unit in the Namibian police called Serious Crime Unit. Now, I want to tell you the truth, what happens in that unit. Most of the robberies that take place in this country, they are not orchestrated by the thieves. They are orchestrated by police members of the Namibian police, in particular, the serious crime. These guys, they give the information to say that on this particular date, at this particular guest house, or at this particular place, there is going to be this X amount. We want you guys to go and do the job, and once you do the job, they then share it with the police officers. That's why these so-called guys who were killed had so many cases. Because guess what? The very same police officers who killed them were the very same police officers who've been working with them. So when the case is opened, these police officers of the serious crime, they make the dockets disappear. That's why in this country, you just hear the docket disappeared, case has been thrown out of court. Docket disappear, case out of court. A guy with 10 cases goes to court and then he just gets bail easily. How do you think these guys get bail? It's because the corrupt police officers are working together with corrupt prosecutors. And then together they recommend to say, just give the person bail. And then guess what? The person comes out on bail and then the next day they go and commit a robbery. So who are the real criminals here? The real criminals are the ones in uniform, because we can't see those criminals. We only see the cell phone grabbers. But the real criminals are the ones in uniform. And those are the dangerous ones. And that is why in my post that was misunderstood, I was not defending criminals. What I was saying is to say that we need an independent body that is able to investigate corrupt police officers. Because if I need to investigate my mother or my father, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to find them not guilty. Because out of just natural love, because I love my parents, I would not want to see my parents in prison. It's a human thing. Now guess what these police officers do? How do you expect one police officer to investigate another police officer? These guys are going to protect each other. Because I know your secrets and you know my secrets. And this applies everywhere. Look what happens in government. This minister is corrupt, but does not report the other minister because this one is also corrupt. And guys, corruption is going to destroy our country. Right now, how can we trust the Namibian police? How can the Namibian police be trusted if they are the ones killing us and hiding these things? So we must start asking serious questions. I know in this country there are many cowards, and that's why this story died. Because in this country we are scared. We are very scared to say, you cannot speak out. If these guys can kill 5 people, cold blood, mafia style, execution, what about me? I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. Ek maak my back too. I'm keeping my mouth shut because what? I'm scared to die. Now as for me, and I'm beating my chest, not because I'm proud. I'm beating my chest because there is no fear in this chest. I fear no one. I fear Foko. That's why despite the death threats, despite Ims Mulunga texted me when I broke the story, he texted me, threatening me. Apparently, he's going to sue me if he wants to. Tell Emmanuel Mulunga that I fucking took on the police general, Joseph Shikongo. He also wanted to sue me. He was there threatening me to say that I must delete things off my social media within 6 days or 7 days before he sues me. Guess what I told Shikongo? I told Joseph Shikongo, the police general, don't waste your time. Go ahead and go and sue me. I'm not deleting anything from my social media. So if this Ims Mulunga thinks he can scare me because he corruptly enriched himself with Namco's money, paying money to Sanangol and all of these things, he does not fucking scare me at all. I'm not scared of him. So if he wants to go to court, he can go to court. If he wants to send hitmen, he can send his hitmen, but he's not going to scare me. Man, you guys only hear about fearless people. Now you are seeing one. You only hear these things. Kucha, they are fearless people. No. Now you can see a fearless young man. You know, I wrote a book, Frog to a Lion. I transformed myself mentally from being a frog to being a lion. So there's no way anyone is ever going to scare me in this fucking world. No fucking way. So please, tell them I'm waiting for them. They do not scare me. I'm not scared of them. But let it be known that if you guys here for some funny reason that apparently I was killed by robbers, I died in a funny car accident, just know it was them. Because unfortunately, the truth is hated. People don't like the truth. But as for me, I'm not scared to speak my truth, and I'm not scared to stand up for what is right. What we want is justice. What we want is the truth. So I'm not condoning the fact that criminals were killed. No. The reason why we have courts in this country, the reason why we have got a constitution, is because the constitution does not allow for anyone to kill anyone in this country. So if now police are going to take the law into their own hands, then we are headed in a wrong direction. This country is currently a mafia state. These are mafias, guys. You guys just watch mafia movies in this shit, where there are corrupt police officers and corrupt mafia bosses. This is what is currently happening in our country. And for as long as we remain quiet and we remain silent, more of our people are going to be killed. More of our people are going to die at the hands of corrupt police officers. Me, I have no issue with police officers killing someone in their own defense. Let's say I go and I'm robbing a particular place, the police come and I'm shooting at the police. If I'm shot dead, then I deserved it. But these lies we are being told about the Namibian police, these are pure lies. Since when do city police officers operate in Okahanja? Or is there now also Okahanja police officers? City police officers drive from Windhoek all the way to Okahanja to go kill people. Bafwetu, my sisters, something is not adding up here. Why would city police officers go into another jurisdiction? Why was the Okahanja police never informed to say that there is this particular operation? Because if you know for a fact that there is going to be a robbery taking place at a particular place in Okahanja, then what you're supposed to do is you inform the regional commander of Ochozonjupa, because Okahanja falls under the Njuzupa. Then Ochozonjupa regional commander informs the station commander to say that we have this matter, please send your undercover police. There's going to be a robbery at this particular place. But no, these guys, they drive from Windhoek, city police officers with serious crime officers. They go to Okahanja. The guys apparently did not rob anything. On that day, no crime was committed. Let us all admit that on the day those guys were killed, whether now they are known criminals or whatsoever, there was no crime that happened. As far as we are concerned, the only versions that we have is the version of the police saying that these guys with air guns, do you know what is an air gun? An air gun means it's not a real gun. They were shooting with air guns at the police. Like, this is me taking a toy gun, and I'm there with my toy gun. And trained police officers could not even detect that this sound is a sound of a BB gun. This is a sound of a gun that is not real. Trained police officers. Now it just shows you the training our police officers get is either useless or these police officers are just plain stupid. Because man, guys, if you are going to do something there, at least make it believable, man. Put a fucking AK-47 in those guys' car, put 9mm, put a Beret, put an Uzi there, put a bazooka, put a few bombs, and then make the story sound believable, man. Now with a fucking play gun. Play toy gun. And when they realized they fucked up, they said, guys, let's say there was a sixth person. And then we say it was the sixth person who had a real gun, the one that ran away. Guys, you guys want to make me laugh. And all of us we are like stupid kids. We fell for this story and we believe this story. You know when have you ever caught your parents making fiki? And then your parents lied to you, but you know your parents were making fiki. This is the same thing the Namibian police is doing to us. The Namibian police made fiki. We saw they were making fiki, but now they lied to us. They are lying to us. Guys, this is truly land of the cowards. This is not land of the brave. Namibians, stop with your nonsense of calling yourself land of the brave. As of today on, this country is officially land of the cowards. Because we do not have real people in this country. We just have cowards in this country. Cowards! That's what we have in this country. There is only one general in this country. The people's general. The only fearless one. The rest of you, Oma Vaya. Cowards. Cowards. Scared to speak your truth. Scared. And those of you, please guys, don't ever come here with your threats, Kuma. Amushelelo, you are defending criminals, will not vote for you. Guys, keep your votes. I don't care about your votes. But the truth, I'll speak the truth. So if the truth is going to make me lose votes, then keep your votes. I don't need your votes. Because for as long as I live, I'll stand for the truth. I'll speak up the truth without any fear or favor of anyone. To understand each other. So you can go keep your votes. Go vote for your corrupt government that you have been voting for all these years. I don't care. But for as long as I live, I'll speak my truth without any fear or favor of anyone. But I won't be scared. You will not scare me with votes, Kuma. You are here speaking about criminals. You are here defending criminals. We will not vote for you. Vote for you? Me, I'm not defending any criminals. I'm speaking the truth. And if the truth offends you, then you've got the problem. Deal with it. But I'm going to speak my truth. There's no way I'm going to be intimidated by you to say that because you want me to speak the truth, I must not speak the truth. Hell no. Hell no. Me, I'll speak my truth without any fear of conviction of anyone. But continue voting for your corrupt people who are going to start killing you all one by one. One by one. Shashi, me. Me, no one scares me in this country. No one. And we Namibians, it's like a story comes out and then the story just dies. Now, the reason why I started speaking about this issue of these 5 people who were killed, on the 9th of February, at the border town of Oshikango, the Namibian police killed yet another person. They killed the young man, shot him in the back. Now guys, when someone shoots you in the back, or when you are shot in the back, it means that you're not a danger. Guys, look, if I give you guys now my back, it means I'm running away. So how do you shoot someone in the back? It simply means that this person was not a danger. This person was trying to run away from you. So why do you shoot someone in the back? Because that looks like, if you see those pictures of the guy that I uploaded, Christian, that guy was shot literally in the back. Execution style. And guess what the Namibian police did? The Namibian police took that guy's body and then they put it between the border of Namibia and Angola. Then they call it, which is called no man's land. So that no one knows whether the guy was killed in Angola or the guy was killed in Namibia. Now, if the Namibian police can kill someone in cold blood, remove their body, put it on the other side of the border, what do you think they've been doing all of these years? We forget easily. In Namibia, we are like chickens. You know a chicken? You will beat it, then it comes back, kip, 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 kip. Then you beat it again, then it comes back, kip, kip, kip. Then you beat it again, then it comes back, kip, 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 kip. We are like chickens. We have chicken brains in this country. We forget very easily. Did we forget Kalahari? When police officers were brutally beating us up. I even remember a guy who was made to roll in tombo, the poor guy. He just made tombo so that he can be able to sell, just so that he can be able to survive and feed his family and kids. The police came there, poured the tombo and said, "Chief, roll in the tombo." And the poor guy was there rolling in the tombo. He was there dancing, swimming in the, in fact, he was not rolling, he was swimming in the tombo. Poor guy, he was made to swim in the tombo by police officers. Guys, this is the same police officers, or this is the same Namibian police officers you want to defend. The ones who were killing our people during Kalahari. During Kalahari, you were being beaten up if you were just found on the streets, my boss. Beaten up. Kill you, shoot you if you are running. They will shoot. How many people were killed during Kalahari operation? How many people were victimized? How many people tried to go and open cases, but the police simply refused to open those people's cases? So you, my fellow Namibians, if you want to continue remaining cowards, remain cowards. As for me, I'm the only one who's allowed to say land of the brave, because I'm the only brave one in this country. The rest of you, please make use of land of the cowards. But what we need is justice. What we need is the truth to come out. Because we cannot be lied to like we are simple kids. We are not kids, guys. Some of us have kids. Some of you have many kids. So if they want to lie to our kids, let them lie to our kids. But they should not be lying to us. The Namibian police force is a corrupt force. That is why their general, Joseph Shikongo, is still being protected up until today. That's why we'll never know the truth on the day that Joseph Shikongo had a car accident. Because here's the story about that day. The young lady, Sophia, who died in that car accident, she was in Joseph Shikongo's car. But her body was removed, and then apparently her body was thrown out of the vehicle. If you look at that car, that those three people died, there is no way if that young girl was in that car, she would have been thrown out of that vehicle. Because that car was crushed like this. So tell me, how does one jump out of something like squashed like this? So the theory is quite simple. The girl was in Joseph Shikongo's vehicle. And that is why none of us have ever seen the car Joseph Shikongo was driving. That is why none of us ever saw pictures of the car accident. That is why up until today, Joseph Shikongo is still in charge of the Namibian police force. So guess what? Any police officer now can do any corruption. Because why? The top is corrupt. And that is why people who kill others, they get promoted. It's because this whole country is full of corruption. And for as long as we don't realize that a corrupt country is a country that cannot develop. Yesterday, you saw that mobile police station that I showed you guys. That's here in Windhoek. That mobile police station is that side of Kuriaga. Now, the reason why there is that mobile police station is so that when people, especially women who are living that side, when something happens to them, they have a police station that is near for them to run to. But guys, if you look at that thing, do you want to tell me the Namibian police cannot afford to buy a container? A fucking tent, bruh, a tent. Imagine me, I'm a thief. And then you run, let's say it's a gender-based violence case. And I want to kill my wife or girlfriend. And my girlfriend runs to that tent of the police station. And I have a gun. Do you know what I'll start doing? Just in that tent. Because it's a tent. The bullet will just go through that tent. Now, why do you have a police officer and there are no police? Why do you have a police station and there are no police officers? You see, in this country, what's funny? People just now, I want you guys, just like a prank man, call the police as a prank and tell them you are being raped or you are being robbed. You will be told now, sorry, there is no police car. But try again and call them and say, Hi, how are you? Yes, we have a problem here. Amushelelo came to close our company. I can guarantee you they will send all the police vehicles, plus the helicopters, the police dogs, the horses, everything will be sent. Because why? They fear me. I don't know why they fear me. I don't know what it is that I do, guys. Mara, it looks to me I'm more dangerous than criminals in this country. I get arrested, I get denied bail, I spend countless months in prison, but known gangsters, known thieves, known robbers, they are just getting bail nice and easy, nice and easy, nice and easy. Their dockets just disappearing, left, right, and center, left, right, and center. Docket disappear, docket disappear, docket disappear, docket disappear. Who's making dockets disappear? It's corrupt police officers. And for as long as we don't want to realize this, then we are also part of the problem. You see, those people who are going to defend the police, you are either defending your corrupt mother, you are either defending your corrupt father, or it's your boyfriend who's in the police. But let it also be clear, not all police officers are corrupt. But for as long as those corrupt police officers are not being dealt with, we have a serious problem on our side. And that is why I'm saying that in this country, we need an independent body that is able to investigate any crimes committed by the police, because we cannot trust the police to investigate themselves. And that is the point that I was trying to make. So please, people, when you read to understand. When you read, comprehend what you read. Now, seeing that there are so many people who have problems reading and understanding what they read, as of today, I'll be offering free English lessons so that people can start understanding what is it that I write, so that I cannot be misunderstood and told this nonsense that I'm here defending criminals and all this bullshit. So thank you for watching. Please share this video. Like I said, if you hear I've been killed, guess what? I was assassinated. It's not because I just died. No, it's not. I didn't just die. They killed me. So just make sure of that, to understand each other. So once again, thank you very much for watching. And please, let us stand up for our country. Let us learn to be brave. Let us learn to do the right thing. Now, evil prevails when good men watch and do nothing. Listen very carefully. Evil prevails when good people do nothing. Most of us, we watch things happening in our country, but we do nothing because we're like, you know what? Those 5 people killed, they're not my family members. So I don't care about this issue. But tomorrow, it could be your family members. And I don't want them to be your family members due to corrupt police officers who are just there killing people. Now, I'm not saying criminals should not be dealt with. But here's the problem. If a guy steals once, steals twice, steals 3 times, steals up to 10 times, but this person still gets bail, whose fault is that? I don't think it's the criminal's fault. The system is the one failing us. So it's a sad shame that people are failing to not see that it is the system that is failing our people. Because if this person has more than 3 cases, that already should tell you to say that this person is a danger for society. Why are you allowing such a person to go back into society? It doesn't make any sense. Guys, we might as well ask Nangolo Mbuba or whoever to release the fish rod, guys. Because if robbers, rapists, murderers can get bail, then let us release the guys who just ate fish. Because that's essentially what we're saying. Now, the truth is, the only reason why those guys are still being kept in prison and why they're not going to get given bail is for the mere fact because this is now a political card. Like, yes, we've got 2 ministers who are locked up. Fish rod, fish rod. This is how SWAPO is going to now want to win their votes, to say, yes, us, we are dealing with fish rod, we are dealing with fish rod. But on a daily basis, murders, rapists, robbers, they get given bail. a guy who has 20 pending cases, and you want to tell me that we have a serious justice system, and you want to tell me that we have a serious Namibian police. Guys, it's thanks to corruption that if you kill once, like if I kill someone today, me, I'm going to prison for a very long time, even if I'm just accused of killing that person, even if there's no evidence. Long time, I'll go to prison. Why? Because they want to get rid of me. But someone who will shoot someone or does something, they will not be arrested. You know what's funny? You see that case of mine where someone pulled out a gun on me with clear intent to shoot me. Up until today, that person has not been arrested. Now, that is the same Namibian police you motherfuckers, sorry, you good people are defending. Apologies for that. Apologies, my sincerest apologies. But some of this shit pisses me off to the core because we defend nonsensical things. Someone pulls out a gun on someone and this person is not arrested. How is it possible? I get arrested for a protest. Protest. Do you know what is a protest? A protest. That's what I get arrested for. But someone who pulls out a gun on me, you guys are saying you are still investigating. It is on video. And you are still investigating. What is there to investigate? Like, are we stupid or what? So this is the type of society that we live in. So anyways, before I insult you guys again, especially those of you who misunderstand things, who obviously don't want to understand things, my sincerest apologies. Mara, there's a lot of nonsensical things happening in this country that need to be resolved. And please, this is just for those people who misunderstand me. That other word, it was just for them. The rest of you, I love you. I love you guys dearly. Thank you guys for watching. So please share this video. And yeah, let us all start standing up for justice in this country. Good night, like Lady May would say. Good night. What is the words of Lady May? Good night. Lady May said good night. Okay, thank you.